You're becoming a landlord. Congratulations! Maybe you've purchased a new home and are going to rent out your old one. But have you talked to your insurance agent about these changes? Insurance providers look at rental properties different than they do owner-occupied homes, and your insurance will need to change when you rent out the home. So in today's video, we're going to be covering why you need landlord's insurance, the different types of coverages, and considerations you need to make as a landlord. So if you're ready, let's jump in. You've made some building improvements to your condo unit. You changed out that ugly countertop for some brand new granite countertops, and you replaced the carpet flooring with brand new hardwood flooring. Even though these are considered part of the building, did you know your condo corporation's insurance wouldn't cover these improvements? Improvements to your building are generally not covered by condo corporation and is considered your responsibility to insure, even if these improvements were made by a previous owner. So you'll want to review your condo bylaws and the condo corporation's insurance policy. Sometimes they may even have you responsible for the flooring and countertops, even though they were a part of the original build. As a condo unit owner, if the building suffers a loss, the condo corporation may assess a portion of the deductible to each unit owner. In the event where the significant damages began in your unit and damaged the rest of the building, the condo corporation could assess the entire deductible against you. There are also instances where the condo corporation may refuse to make a claim because the damages is below the amount of the deductible, and in turn would require you to pay for these damages out of your own pocket. If you don't have the right insurance coverage, you can see how each of these scenarios could dramatically impact you. Condo property damage assessments occur when the condo corporation does not have sufficient insurance to repair the damage to the condo building. In instances like this, any shortfall in the insurance will need to be covered by the individual unit owners and will be assessed proportionately. Without proper insurance coverage against this, you could be facing a huge out-of-pocket expense, so this is a great optional coverage to consider. If a visitor is seriously injured on the common property of the condo, such as slipping on an icy sidewalk out front, the person could sue, and the condo corporation's insurance should respond. However, if the amount the person is rewarded is higher than the limit of the condo corporation's insurance, that shortfall will need to be covered by the individual unit owners, and thus will need to come out of your own pocket if you are assessed an amount. So as you can see, from each of those 4 scenarios we went over, you could end up in a dire financial scenario if you didn't have the proper insurance coverage. So now, I want to go over more of the specifics of the type of coverages available as a landlord. There are many different ways to cover the building of your rental property. Some insurance providers will offer coverage on an insured perils basis, while others may offer a more fully comprehensive policy. You'll also want to see if you have guaranteed building replacement or extended building replacement. These could affect your building coverages, and if you're not sure, you should check with your insurance agent. They'll be able to tell you. Let's say your renter has a friend over, and they're enjoying themselves on the deck. However, the friend fell through the deck and ultimately injured himself, and now they're going to sue you. Now what? Well, if you have premises liability insurance, you could have coverage for this type of thing. And even if you aren't found to be in neglect, this could help cover your legal expenses. This would provide coverage for any property you have in the rental unit, such as any washers and dryers or window coverings. If you rent out the unit fully furnished, this would be a very important coverage to have so you can fully protect all your belongings. You'll also want to double check if it's on a replacement cost or depreciated value basis. This could make a major difference in the event of a claim. If you're unsure, you can check with your insurance agent and they'll be able to tell you the specific details. Some home insurance policies allow you to apply a percentage of the limit on the home to cover fair rental value. But in an instance where the home is completely destroyed, you could use up your complete limits rebuilding the home itself, and thus have no coverage for the lost rental income. That's where rental income coverage can come in handy. For instance, if you have a rental unit where you rent out for $2,000 a month, you should consider purchasing about $24,000 in rental income coverage. This could cover you for a complete year should there be any unexpected catastrophes to your rental unit, causing you to potentially rebuild. One thing to keep in mind is that policies usually stipulate fair rental value. So in instances where you charge $2,000 a month, but the surrounding areas and buildings are only charging $1,000 a month for a similar of like-kind quality in unit, you may only receive $1,000 in rental unit coverage. Lastly, coverage generally applies for the reasonable time it took to complete the insured repairs. For example, if it took 6 months to repair the unit and another 3 months to find a suitable tenant to move in, well, you'd only have coverage for those 6 months while the repairs were taking place. When buying insurance for your rental property, you want to make sure you have the most comprehensive protection available. Purchasing a rental property can be a major investment, and the last thing you want to worry about is if you have the proper coverages for your insurance. When buying insurance for your rental property, you want to make sure you have the most comprehensive protection available. Buying a rental property can be a major investment, and the last thing you want to worry about is a catastrophe destroying this investment and not having the proper coverage to rebuild. So now you should have a full understanding of why you need landlord's insurance, the type of coverages available, and how you can fully protect your rental property. So if you're looking for a home insurance quote, or would like your renters to get a renter's insurance quote, you can go online and visit squareoneinsurance.com.